Did Walmart just say to every other retailer, guys, we did it, what's wrong with you? Is that what just happened?
They definitely blew way past expectations, especially after we saw weeks of really downbeat earnings from all the other retailers.
How?
That's a great question. I mean, the number one thing that I think is driving this is prices. Prices. They have been just taking down their prices across the country, but very surgically going right up against Kroger, going right up against Target, to the point where this this change between a Target price and a Walmart price is quite something to pay attention to.
So what's the knock-on effect on margins?
Well, margins did come down a little bit. They've been, compressed for Walmart, and this is a different game for Walmart. This is a different world for Walmart of old. They used to really be focused on, keeping that earnings growth, and they are doing a respectable job on that. But at the same time, they are investing now to get people in their stores through prices, and then also e-commerce, investing in e-commerce operations.
So what about this online growth, 69%? And they bought Jet.com, although most of it appears to have come from the Walmart.com site. Is this actually an acqui-hire?
This is a number that I need to dig into more, because you don't just come up with 69% e-commerce growth out of nowhere after 20%, 10% years before. So you're definitely seeing the impact of Jet. This was not fully baked in previous quarters, and so that is one thing. And then also the other acquisitions. And then, as you said, a lot of it came from Walmart.com, but a bunch of it comes from online grocery. They are expanding online grocery all around the country, now in 600 and something stores, and that is really impacting that growth.
They not only bought Jet, the company, but they took Mark Laurie and put him in charge of online. I mean, is it possible he's that good?
Well, that's the question that he seems to be answering so far. I mean, everyone was saying, is he just really good at building companies to then sell them to bigger companies, or does he really have something going there? And so far, it seems like he's doing a pretty good job.
You mentioned this is not the Walmart of old, right? Why are investors so willing to go along with this Walmart, where you have margins flatter, but you wind up having comp sales better?
Well, a few years ago, they came out and they said, we're not going to have earnings growth for a number of years, and their stock tanked 10% in 20 minutes. It was unbelievable. And so this is kind of this, they've kind of come along for the journey, and the stock has gone up, and people have been trusting Walmart, and as far as we've seen so far, that they've been delivering.
And when they said it's not going up, they said because of two reasons. One is invest in online, which is going to cost us money, which they seem to be doing, and also raise the pay of our employees. They were early out of the box saying, we want Walmart employees to make more.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it seems that the wage increases have ended up helping Walmart on the sales side, but not so much on the profit side, which is, to be expected when you're going to raise wages.
So the story, it seems like, out of the retail season has been the discounters like a Target, Walmart doing well. Not in the case of TJX. What was your biggest takeaway over the last 2 weeks in retail?
I think that people are fickle, consumers are fickle. They're going to go to where is best to go at that moment in time. It's unbelievable what happens when you put a new grocery store in where you used to go to your old grocery store, and suddenly your habits completely change very quickly. And so Walmart is finally putting in the time and effort and money into getting to where consumers need to go, and they're getting rewarded. You're seeing the same thing at places like Home Depot. TJ Maxx, I think, was the biggest surprise of this earnings season for retailers, because they were the ones that were just this star of retail. And so, do they go the way of department stores? Do they go that way, or do they go the way of the discounter? I think we'll see in quarters to come.